Festival with Vance Gilbert.
Before I interview you, I want to ask you a quick question.
Okay. It's going to be about my hair, isn't it?
What's with the picture?
That's an old picture?
Was your publicity person out this day, or what's?
I hadn't had the new pictures. I don't have the new pictures ready until like 3 days ago.
I had to corner you because the black and white is just, it's not doing justice in this.
Well, you know what? Sometimes too, people find pictures of me with the long hair, and that ends up superseding anything else that's in the package. They go like, well, that's what we're using. You know, no matter what we've sent them, they're still going to use the pictures with the long hair because they can. So,
what was the reasoning in getting rid of the hair?
It started to hurt. Your hair should never hurt.
Yeah.
I was getting it caught in the window of the car when it would go up. I was getting it caught. There's a funny place. Northwest Airlines has a strip on the back of the seat where they have that little put down thing, and it's Velcro. Need I say anything else? So it was getting caught in places, and it was really. I also have these really fun. I collect baseball hats with aviation themes on them, and I couldn't wear them. And now I can wear my hats. So
back to baseball.
It was time for a change. It was 10 years of hair, and it was black at the bottom and gray at the roots. So what was the point in that? You know, it was like tree rings. It was an advertisement of age. So I was done with it.
Okay. So we've seen you work a lot this weekend with songwriting workshops with different fledgling songwriters. What's the songwriting process like for you? How do you go about it?
Well, it's different. It's different nowadays. For me, the most important part of the song for me nowadays is the lyric. I think that's the legacy that you leave is the lyrical story. And so I work really hard to get a great lyric down, and I figure the music will come after that. Music is. There's so much music out there. There's so many melodies and harmonies of those melodies that you can lay down over top of it. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a more facile thing to write. Whereas to get the lyric right is really a nose to the grindstone kind of thing, and to make that story so that it's told, even if it didn't have music, to make it so that it was told in such a way that that the story sits up larger than anything else. If I've accomplished that, that's my grandest goal. So with that going on, it means so much to me to make sure that the lyric is the thing, and that's where I start.
Easier with time, or
you know, it gets easier in stretches. Sometimes I feel like it's from God's mouth to my pen hand, and it's just coming out. It's like, God, did I write that? You know. And then there's times where I simply have nothing to say, and that works. Both of those work.
who inspires you
Today? Oh man. Recently, what has inspired me? I mean, my latest album, Up on Rockfield, is an album of inspiration. To be perfectly honest, I guess it's an album that. I wrote all the tunes, but I wrote each tune as if I was writing like somebody else. And that was a real exciting process because that's something that I think all of us do. All us singer-songwriters tend to do that, but no one admits it, you know. So I just went ahead and said, I'm going to write these tunes. I'm going to write a tune that sounds like a Van Morrison tune. I'm going to write a tune that sounds like if John Hyatt and Prince and Louis Jordan were to get together and write a tune. I'm going to write a tune. You know, that's Welcome to Love Town. I'm going to write a tune that sounds like Al Jarreau and Lynyrd Skynyrd were stuck in a hotel together. I mean, I had so much fun cobbling these tunes together like that, and that was the first time in my life that I had a notebook full of unfinished stuff, because the stuff was coming like this. It was just a really creative time. So the inspiration kind of came to a peak. Everybody or anything that had inspired me, and it's not like I know any Lynyrd Skynyrd, but the fact is that you know you're a victim of happenstance on the planet. You know, you're around and tunes get played and you hear them and they go into your head and you're a victim of that. You get to play that out somehow. You're affected, and so that's why this album is so important to me, because it is it's all inspiration. So
You gonna play any of the new album?
absolutely, absolutely, most probably.
What's exciting for you about being at Falcon Ridge? What's different about this folk festival compared to some of the other ones that you play?
This is home. This is my home fest. This is one of the first festivals that I played, and in this tri-state area, particularly up here through the valley between Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. This is sort of the folk epicenter festival. So this is where people kind of gather, and this is where I get to take advantage of that gathering.